Hello and welcome back, Scrapper Names fans. How are we all today? I'm back with a very mixed media layout for you today. It's for the Scrapping Clearly March Sketch Challenge. You can see the sketch there, and this you'll see is my take on it. I'm scrapping 3 photos on this layout today instead of sort of a single one. So first up, I'm using the kaisercraft, that blue colour. I can't remember what it's called, sorry. I did have it. Actually, I think if you pop over to my blog, I do have it written on the blog, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to try and get those sort of semicircles on the side that you saw in the sketch. I'm just using this acrylic paint from kaisercraft to get that effect as close to it as possible. What you can see me doing here is just using an old card of some description just to smush the paint around and try and give an even sort of flow to it. This is the first time I'd actually used the kaisercraft acrylic paints, and they are very smooth to use, and I found that they spread really well. So I probably used a little bit too much, but you live and learn. As I said, I've never used them before. They came in my March Kitaholic kit as a bit of an added bonus. Alright, so then what I'm going to use is this pink colour to match in with the photo. The photos are for my son's album, so I did try and go with a blue boy kind of look, but then added some of these softer tones like the pink through it, just to match in with some of the pinks that were actually in, I think, the clothes that the kids are wearing, jumpers and stuff. So in the sketch you would have seen like a raindrop kind of look. This is what I'm going for here, again using that card to just apply some like little dabby stroke things, whatever you want to call it, you know, very technical terms there. To the page. Now the cardstock I'm using, I do apologise, I can't remember off the top of my head if it was just your stock standard American Crafts white cardstock, but I don't think I just sewed the page, so it might be the Basil Marshmallow cardstock. I did buy a couple of those a little while back and find they're awesome for lots of mixed media. Alright, now going to try a little technique I've seen used before, and I haven't done it before, so this is all a bit new to me too. I've not actually used acrylic paints like this on a layout. I think I attempted to use it with some texture paste when I first started dabbling in mixed media. But yeah, so here I'm just trying to get some splodges across of the gold just to pop it out a little bit. You know, when you get a new product and you've never used it and you think, oh, I really want to give this a go. That's kind of this layout with the acrylic paints. So it was kind of my test dummy. Alright, so just added some splodges there using a paintbrush, dried it off. So I did dry it off camera, so you didn't have to watch that lovely long process. Now some of these things that I'm using here, like embellishments and things, are coming from kaisercraft anyway. So this rad little cut apart came off a cut apart sheet that I got from kaisercraft. It's one of their collections. And the name at the moment escapes me, I'm sorry. I have Off the Wall in my head, but I'm not sure. I know some of these other pieces are from the Off the Wall collection as well. So yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out a good placement for my photos. I did actually fuss around with these for a little while whilst I'd paused filming and trying to decide where it's all going. So, as you can see here, I've placed all my photos, I've placed all the ephemera and things I'm going to use, and now I'm just deciding over that little white film strip, which I then go with the black one, just because it comes off a bit more, the white blends too much into the page. So you can see to the right there that there's a heap of ephemera pieces there, and that came in die cuts, they came in a pack, a kaisercraft pack. Again, I think it's called Off the Wall. I used it a couple of times in some of the layouts that I've putting up that came sort of either side of this one being done, because I was working on some photos for my son's album. Now I do, as I said, the sketch was sort of my take on the sketch, but I do try and add the elements, the big key elements to it, in my own way, as you'll see. And I think that's sort of what sketch challenges are all about. They're all a bit new to me, so still playing around with my ideas or how they work. Now these are some Studio Calico chipboard hearts. And so I'm just going to use them at the top of the page. You'll see me shortly. I use these, and then you'll see me cut up like a faux washi strip to add to the top. Where there was in the sketch like a cloud kind of look, I've sort of swapped that for these, I guess. So there's still that element of something at the top of the page, just not going with the clouds and raindrop look, and yeah, just something a little bit different, as I seem to do when it comes to these things. You never know whether or not you're right or wrong, but hey, thumbs up, we're good to go. So I think I'm committing to it all. Yes, here's my little fake washi strip that comes with the printables. It might have been in this month's main kit, printables for Kidaholic Kids, but exactly, I can't remember. I did do this layout actually at the beginning of March, so what are we now? Sunday the 19th, so it was a couple of weeks ago, and my memory is shocking. So yeah, as you can see here, that's what I said, I'm just using some wet glue to stick it down. A bit because I know that people have said with mixed media, and because this page was quite dense with the mixed media, I didn't want anything falling off, so I just tried to use as much of that as like the wet glue as possible to make sure that that all sticks and stays stuck for years to come. That moment of, do I add that there? Yep, why not? Go with it. So how's everyone going? Have we had lots of scrappy plans? I know here it is the weekend, or Sunday night, so nearly back to the work week. Good God. But has anyone had any productive scrappiness? I've only actually got one layout done over the weekend, and not so much because it's been busy, but I haven't been very well for most of last week and then now the weekend. So sitting at my scrap table or desk has been a bit of a challenge. So I did manage to get some in this afternoon and create a beautiful 12 by 12 layout for my daughter's album, which I will post a process video for. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my post with it this afternoon, or on any of some of the scrapbooking pages on Facebook. So yeah, just going through. Oh look, I tell a lie. I used glue, double-sided tape, and it stuck. Go me. There you go. Proved myself wrong. Suppose it's not years to come yet, is it? So yeah, once I decided, this layout was a little bit, I think from memory, a bit one of those, I'm not decided where everything's going to go. So I just sort of had to do the whole, right, I'm going with it, it's sticking down, let's commit to this and do it. I can be a bit indecisive by nature, and when it comes to being creative, sometimes I can be even worse. I'm trying to do some things I've not done before. Yeah, as you can see, the back of that photo there's got some gold splodges on it. Oops. I think I might have started to put them in place, trying to see where it goes before it actually had completely dried. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's on the back. What am I doing here? Just making things stick. So the end result for this layout has come out really, really good. You'll see the close-ups shortly. Even though at first, for my little OCD eye at times, the blue sort of half circle-ish things didn't look even. It was bothering me a little bit. In the end, it's actually worked out really well. You don't really see a lot of it, but nonetheless, I think it's quite a vibrant and good like boy layout. It doesn't look too girly with the pinks in it. But yeah, it was just documenting a trip, family day out to Questacon here in Canberra, which is a big science place. It's pretty awesome. They change it up every now and again, and the kids love it, so took them along. Decisions. I'm just going through my little stash of goodies there. Not sure what I'm looking for. What am I doing? See, I should probably do the voiceover of things as soon as I load up my video, shouldn't I? Then you can remember. Oh, that's right, there's a little tag here. And I think I used that rad cut apart too, because I think in the picture or the sketch there's like 4 photo pieces, like blocks kind of thing, and I didn't have 4 photos, and I knew I wanted to use these photos. These photos have actually been sitting in my son's file for a little while, so I have a photo box, and when I get photos printed I sort them into the kids categories, or whether it's family album and the months for those, and then for the kids each albums. So yeah, this had been sitting for a little while, because I hadn't figured out how I was going to do it. So yeah, anyway, that cut apart is to sort of replace that 4th element of the sketch. I did it actually really well. I think I was the first to upload this in the album for Scrapping Clearly too, so woo, go me. Was determined this month. I started the month off, I've decided to start participating and not to try and participate in some of the different challenges the scrapbook places do. So last month I was a bit behind the 8 ball, because I only decided sort of mid-February discovered that you could do these things. So yeah, but this one I've entered a couple of things now. What did I say? No, 19th. For different pages, not just the one page. Yeah, some have been Project Life, and some of them have been like the 12 by 12, either traditional or mixed media. So yeah. Now I do try and get a bit clever with this little piece, and I journal on the 2 parts. So I cut the middle, or pushed the middle of this film strip out, just so you could still see those pink lines through it and the gold a little bit. I didn't want to lose those. And yeah, then I use this as something to journal on, because I couldn't find anything that I really liked. I thought it was a bit different, a bit funky. Channel. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I hope you enjoyed the layout, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.